I hope you'll be able to understand my English. First, I would like to have a couple of words of acknowledgement for our partners. I mean, I'm very thankful to the American people, who have provided some funding for this project, and I also have reached out for World Learning, which is a partner of USAID, and also the learning community section of SFU, and also Vancouver Initiative, who has taken up the activities of Pandas Canada. I'm very thankful to them for supporting this project and all their capacities. So I'm from Haiti, and I'll be speaking about Jamaica. I've been there so many times, and we were open. Panos is headquartered in Haiti, and we were open an office in Jamaica, so I've been there so many times. And I don't know. I know that many of you may have been in Jamaica, and Jamaica is a place that is very famous for tourist attraction. So there are many resorts, there are many people who go there for tourism. And what is interesting is that you have nearly half the population of Jamaica lives in Jamaica, and you have half of the population living outside Jamaica. I mean, either in the USA and Canada. I know that in Toronto that there are 230,000. I don't know how many Jamaicans we do have in Vancouver. And Jamaica is facing quite some challenges due to the deterioration of the economic conditions. I mean, they have been negotiating for the last 8 years with IMF, the International Monetary Fund, to sustain. Right now, they owe some $20 billion to IMF, and they are nearly in the situation of Greece, where 140% of their GDP is used to, which means that on every dollar that they earn, a big chunk of it is used to service the debt. And poverty and marginalization continue to affect a large segment of the Jamaican population. And if there is one issue that is a big challenge for Jamaica, it is HIV and AIDS. And the first case of AIDS was identified in 1982. Okay. And by 2005, AIDS was the fourth leading cause of death among all Jamaicans. And as you can see, between 1982 and June 2007, over 10,000 people died due to HIV and AIDS-related sicknesses. And what is the situation today? There is 1% of people who are HIV positive in Jamaica. That's the prevalence rate. And UNAIDS estimates that there are about 32,000 Jamaicans who are living with HIV and AIDS. And only 6,000 are taking ARVs or under treatment. There is need for more to take treatment, but there is not enough funding. And if there is one group that HIV has affected more, it is the most at-risk population, which include the sex workers, the vulnerable youth, and particularly gay men and men who are having sex with men. What is the situation of the most at-risk population, particularly the MSM? The rate of HIV/AIDS is the highest in the Caribbean, 32% in Jamaica. And Haiti, it's about 1%. Okay? And when we look at the situation in Jamaica, only Kenya and Africa has a higher rate than Jamaica. So Jamaica is the second country affected, or where MSM are affected by HIV and AIDS. Some of the issues that affect MSM and gay men in Jamaica. There is stigma, there is discrimination, and there is also the legal issue. it's illegal in Jamaica. I mean, if they know that you are, I mean, if they know that you are an MSM, if it is, I mean, it is illegal. I mean, you can be arrested for that. And this situation has prevented many MSM from accessing healthcare. When they get sick, they will not go to health centers. Sometimes they go, but they go at a late stage when the situation is already deteriorating. And at this time, sometimes it's very difficult, to provide the care that they are needed. And there is also not much information where they can. I mean, there are not many places where they can go to get information regarding how to take care of themselves. And Jamaica has been labeled as the most homophobic country. I mean, as you can see from the slide, between 1997 and 2000, 30 gay men were murdered in Jamaica. And policemen usually they do not compile information regarding gay men. I mean, if somebody hit you in the street, or if you are a victim of violence, you go there, they will just laugh at you. They will not. I mean, they don't have to take care of that. Okay. And there's only one organization called JFLAG. I mean, they are the only one that compiles issues. That compiles report of men who are victims of violence. And for 2010 only, they had 40 reports who were documented, and there are many cases which were not documented because to avoid being victim a second time. I mean, if something happened to you, I mean, you just stay quiet. You don't report it to the police. And last year, the Jamaican government they reviewed the Charter of Rights. There was one organization who was trying to advocate so that they can insert into it the right for the gay. It was not accepted. So as of now, I mean, it remains illegal. So police continue to harass MSM for the sexual orientation. So usually they raid the bars. So if they discover you on the street, so they will arrest you. And what I've been doing so far, I mean, I've been going through the strategic plan of the Ministry of Health of Jamaica. It's one of the, I mean, they are trying to address the issue, but not the issue of gay men or MSM. And, many MSM are like they're operating on the ground. I've been to Jamaica in June and May to do some workshop, and the room where we were working, I mean, if somebody was coming into the room, we would have to stop talking, or maybe put a paper to, just to avoid the waiter or anybody who's coming that they do not know, seeing what's happening, because they may go out and see the hotel manager or work in a workshop for gay, and it may lead to problem. And what this panel has been doing, I mean, we get a grant from USAID for 3 years, and to work with the MSM in Jamaica, and we call it the Communication Initiative. What we're trying to do is we're trying to strengthen the capacities of the MSM and gay men to advocate and create awareness about the issues affecting them. Because we think that they are the only one that can trigger the changes themselves. And we also think that they are the one that can help to fight against stigmatization, and they can also promote their health. And we are also working with the media, because some of the media we've done some baseline, and where the media is very sensational. I mean, some of the reports are very sensational regarding gay men. Many times, they don't go in depth to find out all of the issues. So we're also working with the media managers, because they are key. I mean, if you want to address the HIV issues or stigmatization against MSM in Jamaica. So some of the activities that we have been doing, I mean, we have collected baseline, and we are planning to do some media training for print and broadcasters for editors. We will be also working with the stakeholders, the policymakers and Jamaica. We're also providing a couple of media fellowship to journalists to report on the issue. And we're also planning at the end of this month an exchange between a team of Jamaicans, to Vancouver, just for them to see how Canadian, even though they are gay or, they are living openly and, how they are going around their life without fear. And one of the tools that we have been using is oral testimony. It is something that Panos has been using in its work over the years. We've worked with youth group, with sex workers, where we teach them the basic on how to collect the information themselves and use this information to push policymakers to address the issues. So, what we've been doing, we have worked with 36 MSM, from the 3 big cities of Jamaica, Ocho Rios, Vancouver, and Kingston. Okay, and we train them, and they will be the one going out to the community, to work with their peers, through their network to collect the testimonies. And we think that this will encourage public debate, and we're also planning to present the result of this work to the policymakers to let them know what is the situation. And I would say quickly, we did this experience in Haiti, and it worked, because the officials very often they do not know what is the situation. And following the work we did in Haiti, for the first time there was a component regarding MSM and gay men in the strategic plan of the Ministry of Health. Before that, there was only one short sentence, MSM or a risky group. That was all. There was no politics. There was no way that they will address the situation. Okay, I will not spend too much time on this. So these are some of the quotes of the testimonies that we have collected so far, because the process is still ongoing. So we are almost done with it. They are not my words. They are words of some of the testimonies that other MSM have collected so far. And here, during the election, the Prime Minister, the actual Prime Minister, so she said that she was going to repair the burglary law, which is the law that bans gay. But now her hands are tied. Even if she will do it, who knows? But I don't think she will be able to do it openly, because she will be criticized by other politicians, and she may lose. Anytime there is election, she may lose it, because she was the only one who says openly she doesn't mind, as long as somebody is capable, he doesn't mind about this person's orientation in his cabinet. And this is one more quote that we got from this guy. And we did not. The stories will be published anonymously, so we did not put the name, just to avoid any backlash. So this guy, he's a teacher, and he has studied in the board, so he's very open about it, and he's back to work in Jamaica. And this one, is one of the guy who is fortunate, I could say. Okay. Now, what are we expecting from this experience? We'll be sharing the stories, internationally and locally and regionally. So we hope that this will push the government to take actions, okay? And we will also have a timetable with the people from the government to tell them what is the situation. Because what has been observed so far is that all of the studies that have been done, they are medical studies. But PANAS is one of the few organizations who sit down with somebody who is MSM or a gay man for 2 hours to find out what is the issue, what is this person is facing in his life, what are his dreams, what he would like to do. So we will be putting this into a booklet that we will publish, and we hope that this will improve understanding of issues affecting MSM by the media, the society, and there will be some policy changes. So this is the picture that I took in Haiti. It is not Jamaica. And when I was in Jamaica for the workshop, I was sharing with them this picture. I told them, you see, even in Haiti, people are homophobic, but they won't kill you. They don't care. If you're gay or MSM. And these people, you see, this is the staff of COV. COV is the only organization working with MSM in Haiti. They've been having a very tough time. After the earthquake, many of them have been kicked out of the camp. When they find out their sexual orientation, they kick them out, or if they go to rent a place, they will not rent it to them. But at least they know that they will not hurt them. And one of the dream of the Jamaican gay was, when can we let our face also in the public? And I think I'm at the end. So that's the mission of PANAS Caribbean, and our tagline is real people with real voice, and our mission is to amplify the voices of the poor and the marginalized, and ensure that they participate in public debate, that they share their views on issues that affect them. And we are headquartered in Haiti, and we have offices in Jamaica, and we have also an office, a satellite office in the Netherlands and in some other Caribbean countries. Okay? Thank you so much.